Every month I'm giving away a prize from this video's sponsor, Asetek SimSports. This month we're giving away a pair of Asetek SimSports Invicta sim racing boots worth $100. Stick around till the end of the video to learn how to win. Hey folks, welcome back to another track guide. The schedule's really got it in for us here this season. Night racing last week, and now we're at Long Beach with one of the most technical sections of any track pretty much in iRacing. I hope you find this track guide useful. If you do, please do give it a like. Please do subscribe to the channel for more of these track guides every week this season. We are, as always, in the fixed setup. We're running full race fuel and we're in race conditions. So best of luck to you this week. I hope you do really well. And hopefully, if I don't see you before, I will see you out there on the track at some point this week. Cheers. Okay, so this is our 1 minute 18.19 here at Long Beach. As always, it's full race fuel. We are using the fixed setup, and we are in the exact race conditions for the week. So you'll notice as we're approaching the start finish, we aren't all the way over to the right, and there's a good reason for this. That's the pit lane over there. If you encroach too much over the blue line there, then you are going to get a slowdown and it's going to cost you big time. Watch your pit exits here as well. You have to go all the way down to the end of the straight before the blue line ends. So we're going to brake around about the 400, and we're going to brake heavily. We're going to come down to second. And we want to take a good chunk of this curb. Now, I took a little bit more than was ideal, but you'll notice that I'm already well into the throttle, and I've done the vast majority of my steering already. We're cutting off as much of that outside curve on the track as we possibly can. And we're back up to third, and about mid-track here, just before we cross this yellow line, we're braking heavily. We're coming back down to second. We're going to end up in first. And what we want to do is get super close to this wall on the left and bring the car out a little bit wide so we can really toss it in around this fountain. And you can get super, super tight to this fountain. You can ride it a little bit. But again, we need to get super close to this wall on the left. Now, for this whole next section, we need to go really easy on the throttle. When we're applying the accelerator, we need to do it gradually. It's a hot track here. It's a relatively slippy surface, so we need to be gentle. If you can hear those back wheels spinning up, we're losing time. So over to the left. Now we're just going to brush the brakes here around about where the posters start on the left-hand wall here. And we're just going to brush them and hold them for a little bit and get it nice and tight to the inside and nice and early on a gentle throttle. And then as we see the arrows on the road coming up, again, we're going to brush the brakes gently here, and we're going to cut off quite a lot of this inside. Now you can even go a little bit further than I've gone here, but this is ample. But these curb bricks are really going to unsettle the car, and they're really wanting to throw you out at the wall. So notice how gentle I build up the throttle here. There's no, if you go too heavy on the gas, you're going to spin the car or you're going to be in the wall, one or the other. So we're coming over to the right hand side of the track now, and we're looking for the 200 board. And just before, I'm going to start my braking. Now look how the red line is tracking out to the right. We need to aim into that corner towards the 100 board there, and we need to come at it from a slight angle, otherwise we're going to brush the wall. And then we're down to second, and we really want to get tight to this inside wall, and we're going to start applying the accelerator again, very gentle. This whole section really demands a real command on your inputs. So we're looking towards the 200 board, and just before I'm going to start my braking, we're going to come down to second, and we're going to try and get as much of a late apex as we can against the corner of this wall. And look how slow I am on the accelerator there. That's super important around here. So we're coming up to one of the slowest and most demanding sections in iRacing. A little bit before these dots on the road here, after the 400 board, before the 300, we're going to slow the car down to second. Now I came out of the brakes a little bit soon here, so I ended up going quite deep into this corner. Ideally, I wouldn't get quite so close to the wall here, but it didn't cost us anything. In fact, we carried a good amount of speed through here, so it worked out quite well. But we need to throw the car out, and then we need to come out of the gas, get tight to the inside here. We can use these bricks on the inside, and then we want to be applying a light bit of accelerator here with a view to coming out as far left as we humanly possibly can. And I'm going to drop it into first in a second and get on the brakes. So we're down to first, we're heavily on the brakes. We are right in this corner by this wall here, and this is super important. We need to make this as wide as we possibly can. And then I'm pulling out of the brakes and letting the car turn round right against the wall. We are very, very tight to the inside. And then a very, very initial gentle piece of acceleration just to promote the car to turn that little bit more before we throw down the gas once the car is settled, and we can motor our way to the line. So that's my 118.19 in the fixed setup here at Long Beach. I hope you found it useful. If you did, please do give it a like. Please do subscribe to the channel for more of these track guides every week this season. Have a really good week of racing. Let us know how you're getting on in the comments below. And if I don't see you before, hopefully I will see you out there on the track. Cheers, folks. As I mentioned at the start of the video, every month we're giving away a fantastic prize from this video sponsor, Asetek SimSports. All you've got to do for your chance to win is be a subscriber and comment or live chat in any of my videos or streams between now and week 4 of the iRacing schedule. I'll pick a random winner to become one of the first people in the world to own a pair of Asetek SimSports Invicta simracing boots worth $100, and they're shipping late August. Asetek SimSports boots allow you to stay unconquered on the track and achieve peak performance. And who doesn't want peak performance?